Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jacek Sputnik here, and today we are talking about Capture One version 21. And today I decided to record a little experiment because I just got a license of Capture One 21 and I have no experience of whatsoever in Capture One. And back in the years, many years ago, I received a free version of Capture One with Sony, this only for Sony version of Capture One, and I played with it like, I don't know, 1-2 hours, but I was like all my life a dedicated user of Adobe products since many years before it was subscription based. So today's experiment is how smooth is the switch from Adobe software to Capture One software. And I'm honestly like anticipating to see the results myself. So what I will do, I will invite you to my computer, to my workstation really soon, and we want to see how seamless, how easy it is to switch from Adobe way of thinking to Capture One way of thinking. And we will open one specific raw file to process, and we will see, because I already processed it in Lightroom, in Camera Raw actually, but it's pretty much the same thing. And now I will process this same file in Capture One, and we'll see if I'm able to achieve same results and how fast I am able to achieve these results. I have this image on the screen. This is Marvão in Portugal. If you ever have chance to travel anytime again in your life, then Marvão is definitely a place to go, definitely the place to visit. It's a wonderful place in Portugal. All right, so let's switch on Capture One right now. And let's see how this thing performs. We'll be using 9th generation i7 with RTX to see how fast it performs. So yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. You turn on Capture One Pro 21, and what I did, I cheated a little bit because I already import files here I created session. This is what happens in Capture One. You create sessions, so basically you have this library thing here and where you can create session, album, or smart album, or add just folder. So yeah, so this is what I did. And this is a workspace that is, which is default workspace, all right? So this is the default workspace. And I'm kind of lost. So what do we have here? This is library, capture. Okay, this is a little bit misleading because I thought that this would be the main panel for all the adjustments, but this is for tethered shoot. And this is lens corrections, a different orientation. Can I drag it in? No, not really. This is for color. Okay, and this is for what? This is for exposure. Okay, this is for detail, so it's sharpening and stuff. Okay, so how do I find, the star rating from Adobe Lightroom still works, so I see the same pictures being selected. So let's try to get back here and press star, and there you go. Yeah, these pictures are selected. Let me just double check the file name here. So this one is 894 at the end, 894. So this is the picture we'll be working with. So let's see if I want to switch window workspace migration. They have something for long-time Lightroom users. Let's see how that goes. Migration. All right. Looks very familiar. It looks very Adobe-like. Okay, so let's see what happens when I drag the shadow thing up. It looks somehow different. You drag it all up and you recover highlights. I think you get more dynamic range than you do in Lightroom, which I'm not sure if I like, but hey, let's give it a shot. Let's see. Maybe I would probably go with white level, just to get some contrast. Probably I would go for clarity, that's what I would normally do, not too much though. it seems like way more intense than in Lightroom, but maybe that's just my, you know, thinking. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Now let's get some shadows and highlights, like some contrast. Yeah, we got Luma. I would go like that a little bit, just drag it down. Not too much, but there's so much going on in here. Honestly, you got levels. Wow, there's honestly a lot. I would go like, yeah, here a little bit darker. It seems like I'm doing pretty okay here. However, it doesn't look like, you know, like it does in Lightroom. Okay, so I still don't like the look too much. It looks a little bit plastic, and it lacks to me, you know, this you know, definition here. So maybe I can go down with curves. Definitely, it's not as seamless as I thought it would be, honestly. But I'm saying again, it's not bad. Let me see what can we still do. We get lens correction. It seems like it already detected my lens, 16 to 35. Oh yeah, Sony Vario Tessar, vignetting, keystone, film grain. Okay, maybe just to relax a little bit, I'm gonna remove the spot just right here, because I see there's a spot, and see how it performs. Ah, okay, so does it work with brackets? Oh yeah, it works with brackets, so let's make it smaller, and let's try to cover this spot here and see how... Wow, that works very good. And where do I get a graduated filter here? I don't know, honestly, like loop, before and after. Oh man, where do I get graduated filter? I don't know, now I'm lost. You see, like I would normally darken sky a little bit here from the top, but I cannot find it. Like, I mean, it sure is there. You get styles here, you get information about the shot. Yeah, no, it will be here. It should be here. Probably I will have to work with linear gradient tool. So maybe I'll try working with layer, and let me try to create a little graduated filter here. Oh, nice. So let's now, yeah, beautiful, and you get full control over that thing. Maybe I can do some local adjustments here. Let me try to find, I think it should be here, so let's see. This would be healing, maybe this is erase mask, white balance, apply adjustments, draw annotations. Where do I get, here, okay. So draw mask, and probably, yeah, I can create another adjustment layer, draw mask here. Yeah, adjust the size with the brackets, and maybe I can increase a little bit like of a contrast here. Let's see. Yeah, and white. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't seem to be doing anything here, honestly. And this is maybe highlight, you know? No. So let's go back. This is strange. I don't get it. Like, honestly. Okay, let's reset that. Remove all. Okay, and let's try to maybe achieve a little bit of effect here. To avoid making this video too boring, I would probably stop right here, and let's see, let's export, and let's see the results. Now, how do I export output? Oh yeah, and this is something I like. You see, you have already processed recipes, so I would go for JPEG full size, highest quality, and Where do I see output location, destination, output, choose folder? Okay, so let's say I want to go to Alentejo Elvas. Okay, output, select folder. This is maximum quality and process. So this is something processed in Adobe Lightroom. Let's now go to my folder where I exported this thing, and let's see the output. Okay, it created folder, and let's see. Okay, I gotta say I'm surprised. These are totally different pictures, as you can see. Like, I don't know if you can see it, the processing method. It's you know, totally different. It looks different. Honestly, I don't know now which one I like better. They're working definitely different. And guys, let me know in comments below if I made something wrong, because I applied pretty much similar you know, settings to both programs. That I would normally process landscape photos like that one, and this is the result, and it's very different, I gotta say. So it seems like processing method in both programs are very different. Conclusion is that, you know, Capture One is a spectacular program, as I see. It can be a all-in-one solution for photographers, and the benefit is that you don't have to pay subscription. However, from the results that I see, I don't know if this is the matter of something I'm used to. I kind of prefer the output from Lightroom. I'm not saying the one from Capture One is bad. I kind of prefer it, but probably I did something wrong, and I could, you know, like improve something here. However, conclusion is that Capture One is an awesome software, and you know, this migration workspace makes it easy for Lightroom users to kind of be in the same environment as they used to be, but definitely it's not like a switch that you can do overnight and achieve the same results, as we can clearly see. So take a look once again. You know, those are different. Probably, maybe I should add some saturation. I just popped up to my mind. So last thing before I finish this thing. So where do I increase amount of saturation? So here. Yeah, now let's compare. This is without saturation, this is with added saturation, this is from Lightroom. Still not the same thing, So definitely in the future on my channel, I want to spend more time on Capture One, teaching you guys how to utilize this potential of the software to the full. Now I'll be learning myself of how to, you know, like use this program, you know, squeeze everything out of it. But so far, my conclusion is a lovely software. It works great, but it's different, definitely different than Lightroom and Adobe software in general. Guys, I hope you liked this episode. I hope you found it entertaining, and if you liked it, please leave thumbs up. If you loved it, don't be shy, subscribe, and I see you guys in the next episode.